thinking about this all wrong. The supposed cover for 2K25 is Roman Reigns. This came up on Steam and then it was quickly taken down. So it's having a lot of people, including myself, think, oh, we're gonna get a Roman Reigns showcase mode or a Bloodline showcase mode. But what if we're wrong? Some people think it would be awesome to be able to have full Roman Reigns Tribal Chief showcase with the Bloodline and all the great moments that they had. And others say, I don't want that whatsoever. And I understand both sides. It's shocking, isn't it? So let's unpack some of these options because I have some theories about what we could see this year. Very excited. Look at this dummy over here getting all tickled. The other thing that would tickle me, and that's a bad way to phrase things, but if you guys hit the subscribe button, it would mean a lot because over 60% of you check out the videos, but we don't hit subscribe. It would help us grow to about 200K. And in case you care, we do have another channel called Assemble Wrestling. I'll leave it in the description. You guys can check it out, covering all WWE topics. The first thing that I want to talk about though is the possibility of a traditional showcase mode with Roman Reigns. I don't know if it works or not. Is it even really possible right now? Because let's break it down a little bit. Brock Lesnar, one of the topics. Now, Brock was in 2K24 in the showcase mode, and there was 2 matches in there, and then there was all of the we'll say issues around Brock, and he was yanked out of the video game except for showcase. You just go like you just mod him and then you can get whatever you want. That's true. That's fantastic. But if I'm playing on consoles, I cannot play as Mr. Brock Lesnar unless I go to community creations. I want the real deal. But anyways, we had 2 of the Roman Reigns Brock Lesnar matches put in there. Therefore, if we had a Roman Reigns showcase, I don't think you want to just rinse and repeat and put those matches back in there, do you? There's other ones they could do. They could do the Brock versus Roman match at SummerSlam. Brock comes out with a big tractor. That'd be a cool moment, a cool segment. If you go a year prior, we had the John Cena showcase. We had the Cena Roman Reigns match in there too. So we already have those matches that we probably wouldn't revisit. What's the other one? Oh yeah, the Shield. We can't do the Shield. And people will be like, well, you put Dean Ambrose. No, you can't. You can't do that. We wouldn't get the Shield matches. What are they gonna do? Just blur Ambrose's face out of everything and then you're gonna have generic Kaw as the third man brother? No, we wouldn't get the Shield matches in any of a Roman showcase. You would be focusing in or trying to focus in on all of his more current stuff as the tribal chief. We already did last year in the 40 years of WrestleMania. We already did WrestleMania 39 against Cody Rhodes. So you can see what I'm saying here. There's a lot of matches that we've already done. And I think it'd be pretty disappointing if you were to turn on the game and you got a regular showcase with the regular cutscenes, the slingshot tech, and it's Roman and doing the Cody match and the Brock match and the Cena match all over again, and then you sprinkle in a few other ones. And don't get me wrong, the other matches would be great. Drew McIntyre versus Roman at Clash in the Castles, awesome match. Jey Uso versus Roman Reigns, the Tribal Combat matches, Royal Rumble with Sammy, Kevin Owens, and all of that. That's a huge moment. That'd be cool to revisit. But a lot of the Bloodline stuff too, it's a lot of the same stuff. It's a Bloodline match, ref bump, followed by shenanigans. So how many times can you do that over and over again? We just went through the Bloodline story. It's still happening, but I'm saying like the original one. We just saw it all unfold up until WrestleMania 40 basically. And that is another match you could add in there. You could have the tag team match, you have Final Boss show up, you revisit the tag match, and Roman Reigns losing at Mania 40. So yes, there are some options here, but I just feel like it's not exactly groundbreaking, if that's the word they want to use. As I say all of that and I go through everything for all these possible matches, it feels a little bit like been there, done that. And if the tagline is going to be bigger, bolder, and better than ever, I don't feel like that is bigger and better. And it's supposed to be a quote breakthrough year for the franchise. Something like a traditional showcase of Roman Reigns or the Bloodline doesn't feel very much like a breakthrough. So what's the alternative? Well, there are some options here, and I put on my tinfoil hat and speculate a little bit about what we could have happened to us. Number 1, what about a Roman Reigns Tower mode? Defeat the Tribal Chief. We had Defeat the Streak many years ago, something quite simple, and you could have it where you gotta rank up your player, and you gotta go through all of these obstacles and hurdles to get to the final boss, and then you beat the Tribal Chief who's level like 150. Not exactly groundbreaking though. We've seen it in the past. People want new, they want fresh, they want just it's not the same old shit. So what if they do something completely different? What if they flipped all of these core modes on their head and they remove them, combine them? What if there's no more My Rise? What if there's no more Showcase? What if they take elements of both and they smash them together? Combining both where you have goals and challenges, compete in different matches, leveling up your custom character, an original story. It's a lot of My Rise, but the end result is trying to maybe defeat Roman Reigns in the final battle, and you do it on his island of relevancy. I don't know. But that also got me thinking, what could 2K possibly have in the works? Here's the thing. These games are on like an 8-month cycle, right? So we don't tend to see things done in like leaps and bounds and epic changes. We see some things like match types get added back into the franchise, tweaks to the existing modes, but nothing that feels revolutionary or, as they say, groundbreaking. Where they have done some things that have been large changes or new additions that took them a long time, one thing that comes to mind is War Games. The War Games match itself took them a long time to develop to put into the game. The developers have even said that. Not something that they did over 8 months and then just slapped it into the game. Large things take time. Do we want it all now and yesterday? Absolutely. We want it all now. Give it now. But larger elements, modes, or changes that are on a larger scale that would take a larger investment of time, not just a match type like special guest referee, for example, something bigger. They would have a whole roadmap of ideas and things that they want to achieve over several years. It's hard to believe, but some businesses don't just do things on a whim. They actually have strategies and plans and key points and benchmarks they want to hit over the course of several years. They'll have stuff they want to accomplish that year, but in a video game and something like the WWE 2K games, they'll have stuff that they want to and will and should implement that year, but they will have bigger things that they want to work on in the background and release at a later point. And that makes me wonder if we could see something like NBA 2K The City implemented into a WWE game. Go YouTube and Google 2K, NBA 2K The City and see what you think, but it's giving you that map, open world feel, go do mini games, activities, run around with freedom, go and play different games on the street, leveling up your character. A lot of things that you could kind of say, we do a lot of that in My Rise, and we have these matches and we have some elements of showcase. What if they were combined and you had something like it brought over to the WWE franchise? You could run around and go from like the performance center to up your skills as a wrestler and have these matches, go to arena shows and drive there or run over there and be able to have dark matches and then get on the main card, level up your character, then be able to have matches and feuds against legends and current superstars. Like go to the performance center, for example, and you run over there and you use the gym to improve your stats. If you practice matches or do dark matches or entry-level matches, you improve your skills, you unlock more moves that you could do to add to your arsenal for your creative superstar. And a big thing too for me would be if they did something like this, there would be unlockables like we get with My Rise, like we get with Showcase, because that's just a pause for a second. That's something that I am bored of with the 2K franchise, is the tried and true method of complete Showcase matches, unlock legend, unlock arena, rinse and repeat. We've done it forever. It needs to change. It's not fun. And I can buy the accelerator stuff like I do day one and I get those unlockables and I'm like, it's the same old thing. So again, groundbreaking. That's not groundbreaking. You need something different. So what if you had more of an item shop in this kind of open world idea where your custom superstar would try to level up, get more XP, get more points, and keep rising up the ranks, and then you could go to the WWE shop. Remember that when we had it back in like the old N64 days? But you can go to the item shop, buy boots, buy hairstyles, buy different gear, unlock different gear as you progress in this kind of open world sandbox. Because something like that, to me, is more groundbreaking in a WWE 2K game than just a standard Roman Reigns or Bloodline storyline in a showcase mode where we're unlocking arenas, alta tires for the Bloodline, and we've done that already. Likewise with My Rise. My Rise has fun elements. Some people really like it and they look forward to it every single year. Other people, they don't really touch it all that much. The storylines could be really fun. They could be quirky. They could just not be great. And there's elements of My Rise where I'm bored of it, again, of the same old tropes and style of it, where you're backstage and you have to turn to every single person and you're doing these social media interactions, and people feel like it's too confined and they want to explore like we had in the old days. What if you had something more like The City where you're going through the WWE universe or the island of relevancy for Roman Reigns and you can explore and upgrade and modify your character as you go. Just something that's a little outside the box. Like I said, showcase mode in its current state doesn't work for me, brother. And in the current era, I guess, of the WWE 2K games, where we had the refresh and I guess you could say almost like relaunch in 2K22, then 23 and 24, feel like we've done that. And we've done that style of game. They need something new. If it's going to be more of the same, people will get bored and they'll fall off even quicker than they did last year. And you're kind of doing a lot. Like if 2K's coming out with their messaging saying like this is going to be groundbreaking game, you got to deliver on that one way or another. And I could be way off, but I'm just saying that I think that the modes themselves do need a refresh. But there'll be more news for 2K25 coming up pretty soon. So you guys want to talk more about it, I got this video right here going through the screenshots and all the early news that we know about. Have a great day. See ya.